Hey guys, I'm sorry. Once again, tell me this fool. I still tend to start interviews with the killers. I'm trying to make my phone die, so I'm not gonna. I will charge it. Charles Manson. He's my favorite. Don't judge. I don't judge their favorite serial killers.
We're taking a look at 10 disturbing interviews with killers. For this list, we're looking at instances where accused murderers shoot our bones with statements or body language during interviews. Did any of these moments freak you out? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, John Wayne Gacy. The Netflix documentary The John Wayne Gacy Tapes did a lot to point out the notorious serial killer's sociopathic tendencies when it came to shifting blame for his accused crimes. This wasn't the first time evidence to that end has come out, however, as documented by this piece from CBS News 2 Chicago back in 1992.
I wasn't born there if that happened. I know who he is. I'll be right back. Now I'm back now, guys. Yeah, I know who John Wayne Gacy is. Because I've watched a documentary of him on Netflix and YouTube. Because you could watch it about him on YouTube.
Gacy himself is composed for the most part, although there is a moment where he demonstrates his infamous rope trick with a shoelace that echoes the methodology of his horrible crimes. Precisely the kind of nut found on the Number 9, Ted Bundy. Time can change many things about a person, including how they behave while being interviewed. The Ted Bundy featured in a 1977 jailhouse interview from KUTV News appears more in line with the suave yet blooded reputation Bundy had among other notorious serial killers. You feel that everything will turn around. He smiles a lot during the piece and displays body language that appears relaxed and almost happy. I'm not guilty. He keeps eye contact with his interview throughout most of their conversation, and it's easy to become lulled into a false sense of security, which was exactly Ted's intention. If someone's crazy enough and nutty enough to do something like that, I can't stop. There's nothing I can do. Fast forward to the night before his execution, and we see a fearful and pensive Ted Bundy, a man seeking to shift blame for his crimes during his interview with Christian conservative evangelist James Dobson.
Meet your next pillow. Why do we make our pillow the shape of a cube? I'll tell you. The problem with pillows is that...
Number 8, Richard Ramirez. The Nightstalker, Richard Ramirez, may be one of the most frightening serial killers of all time, not only due to the brutality of his crimes, but also the projected aura of what many perceive to be pure.
Yes, I am. Not 100%, but I am.
It's easy to see why during some of Ramirez's more notable interviews over the years, including one conducted with author Mike Watkins.
Serial killers do a small scale of governance in large. They are honored the times of these uplifts times.
Ramirez's somewhat tense responses to Watkins's questioning imply a rage, an anger that's also exemplified by the Nightstalker's breathing as he seems to become annoyed with Watkins.
But I can go of love and happiness a long time ago. I don't care to explain that. So let the folks that
Ramirez is comparatively more relaxed during a piece with Inside Edition, Although that interview also hammers home the Nightstalker's obsession with Satanism, evils, and the occult. Number 7, Edmund Kemper. There's something truly bone-chilling about the matter-of-fact way in which the co-ed killer, Edmund Kemper, describes his past in the 1981 documentary The Killing of America.
Everything went towards killing. And I didn't. But I'm saying when I was a kid, it was almost like it was meant to be there. I've got this stop.
Kemper's impressive intellect and well-spoken nature belie the brutality of a man who committed his first murder at the age of 15.
If it had been in a city, I would have been a mass murderer.
Kemper's mental state comes across as potentially active, like a bubbling pot of water about to boil over, while the documentary's exploitative narration is the free factor of this one over the top.
I am an American. I kill Americans. I am a human being and I kill human beings. But I did it in my society.
Number 6, Jeffrey Dahmer. There's no barely repressed rage within the
This is the sickest man ever.
Or are there any wild headline-grabbing theatrics? And Dahmer's quiet and soft-spoken recounting of his horrible lives is there's the power of shock as he discusses the failed attempts at creating living zombies with the remains of his victims. There's also the power of how Dahmer's moments of shocking violence are undercut by the killer's regret for the decisions he made, and the futility of what seemed to be a deep infamy and destiny.
And then the first time, it just seemed
Number 5, Gary Ridgeway. Gary Ridgeway, aka the Green River Killer, was one of the most prolific of all American serial murderers. Ridgeway was also perhaps one of the most unrepentant, a sentiment that's placed front and center during any of his interviews. Take, for example, one he did with FBI psychopathy profiler Mary Ellen O'Toole. Very calmly describes how he would gain the trust of his victims. They would be better than them. Manages to get Ridgeway talking in depth about his past, his upbringing, and the dozens of victims attributed to the Green River rampage. Number 4, Charles Manson.
My baby serial killer.
Much of which can be used as evidence for the man's often unhinged persona.
Do you feel brave? Are you mad? Do you feel like frantic?
And there's a lot of that here from this 1987 interview with Today correspondent Heidi.
I wouldn't do anything that I feel guilty of. There's no need to feel guilty. I haven't done anything I'm ashamed of.
However, there's also this intent to shatter the myth of Manson as a leader, and this is aided by the visual of Manson's scattershot presence during the interview.
Maybe I should have killed 500 people and I would have felt better. And I felt like I really offered society something.
Although the occasionally violent outbursts by Manson have been well documented in this piece, it's the more soft-spoken sound bites that reveal more about the man's own admitted failures and shortcomings.
My awareness and my consciousness is not the same as somebody else's going on. See, I have periods of that. Dimensions. Casino is plugging again. You're paying casino games taking up to $1,000 track if you don't say.
Number 3, Honest Tool.
See.
This interview with Honest Tool is the stuff of nightmares. There are a lot of reasons for this too, not the least of which footage is Tool's explosive bursts of laughter and an absolutely chilling smile.
Six finally.
Additionally, there's the explicit nature of how Tool describes his past crimes, and how he and former associate and fellow killer Henry Lee Lucas seems to easily disassociate the value of human life.
It's just that chill.
The grainy and blown-out AV quality of this interview footage only seems to add to the feeling of crime and filth left over by Tool's lethal accounts and Number 2, Issei Sagawa. Unlike the majority of our other entries, Issei Sagawa isn't technically a serial killer. However, this interview footage from Vice is too disturbing not to make our list. Sagawa's history and dark deeds are detailed in the documentary, while Issei himself describes the premeditated shooting and devouring of his classmate Rene Hauptfeld while he was living and studying in France. Sagawa's obsessions are also detailed in the piece, as well as the legal loopholes that allow the killer to escape prison time for his actions. Sagawa's quiet and fragile demeanor underpins his words, spoken in equally hushed and inoffensive tones. It is a frankly horrifying and unbelievable
He's a cannibalism. Cannibalism is like you eat people.
Before we continue,
No thanks.
ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Eileen Wuornos. This interview with Eileen Wuornos on the eve of her execution is disturbing for a number of reasons. Okay, God is going to be there. Jesus Christ is going to be there. All the angels, everything. For starters, there are the crimes for which Wuornos was convicted. There are also the screwed-up details about her treatment in prison. They had the intercom on in the room, and they kept lying that it wasn't on, and they were using sonic pressure on my head since 1997. Her accusations of sonic torment and food tampering speak to her paranoia and mental state during this time. And then one day they pushed me off, and I was sick for 3 weeks, almost died. A state that gradually reaches a fever pitch during the interview. Yeah, thanks a lot. I lost my life because of it. Couldn't even get a fair trial. Wuornos' face as she directly addresses the camera is chilling, and the audience can only stare back into her eyes as the condemned killer accuses society of railroading and sabotage. 2019, a rock's supposed to hit you anyhow. You're all gonna get nuked. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other amazing clip from Watch World.
I guess let's see how many. One, two, three. Okay, this is my fourth. I'll see you guys in my fifth one.